Nobody tells you this when you turn 60. Your local Boots, the one you have walked past 10,000 times, is hiding services that could save you hundreds of pounds a year. Not coupons, not loyalty points, actual medical help, free medication, and pharmacist consultations that most pensioners never think to ask for. Number 18 on this list has been available since 2005, yet fewer than 1 in 5 eligible people have ever used it. And number 7. The NHS does not advertise it. Your GP will not mention it. But it could replace 3 separate appointments you are currently waiting weeks to get. These are the tricks your pharmacist knows. Your doctor is too busy to explain, and the system was never designed to make obvious. Before we start, hit that subscribe button because this list might genuinely change how you manage your health. Let us count down 25 pharmacy secrets pensioners wish they had known years ago. Number 25. Free prescriptions after 60. This one sounds obvious, but the number of people who do not claim it is staggering. The moment you turn 60 in England, every NHS prescription becomes free. You do not pay £9.90 per item anymore. Not for blood pressure tablets, not for inhalers, not for pain relief, nothing. Yet pharmacists report that thousands of people over 60 still tick the wrong box on the prescription form and pay full price every single month. Some have been doing it for years. In Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, prescriptions are free for everyone, regardless of age. But in England, the cutoff is 60. All you need is a valid exemption certificate, which you can apply for through your GP surgery or online. One form, 5 minutes. And every prescription from that day forward costs you absolutely nothing. The savings add up fast. Someone on 4 regular medications was paying nearly £500 a year before they turned 60. After, 0. That money stays in your pocket. Yet nobody sends you a letter on your birthday explaining this. You have to know to ask. Number 24. The prescription prepayment certificate under 60. For those not yet 60, or for family members you want to help, this is the single best-kept secret in the NHS. If you need more than 3 prescribed items in 3 months, or more than 11 in 12 months, a prescription prepayment certificate caps your costs. A 12-month certificate costs around £111. That covers unlimited prescriptions. Someone collecting 5 items a month would pay nearly £600 a year at full price. With a PPC, they pay £111. You can spread the cost into monthly direct debits of around £10. Your pharmacist can tell you about this in 30 seconds, but most never mention it unless you ask. Yet millions of people under 60, including carers and family members of pensioners, are overpaying every single month because they simply do not know this exists. Number 23. Pharmacy First for minor ailments. This changed everything, and almost nobody noticed. Under the NHS Pharmacy First scheme, you can walk into participating pharmacies and get treatment for common conditions without ever seeing a GP. Sore throats, earaches, urinary tract infections, impetigo, shingles, sinusitis, infected insect bites. The pharmacist can assess you and, in many cases, supply prescription-strength medication on the spot. No GP appointment, no 2-week wait. No sitting in a crowded waiting room wondering if you're catching something worse than what you came in with. For pensioners especially, this is transformative. Instead of ringing the surgery at 8 in the morning, battling the phone queue, and waiting days for a 10-minute slot, you walk to the chemist and get sorted in 15 minutes. The pharmacist is a qualified healthcare professional. They studied for 4 years. They know what they are looking at. And if it is something more serious, they refer you to the GP themselves. This has been rolling out across England since January 2024, and most high street pharmacies participate. Yet the majority of pensioners still default to ringing the doctor for every sniffle, every rash, every ache. Old habits run deep. Number 22. Free flu jabs at the pharmacy. Every autumn, pharmacies across Britain offer free NHS flu vaccinations to eligible groups, and pensioners are right at the top of the list. If you are 65 or over, you can walk into Boots, Lloyd's Pharmacy, or your local independent chemist And get your flu jab without booking a GP appointment. No referral needed, no waiting list. Many pharmacies offer walk-in appointments so you can get jabbed on your Saturday shopping trip. The vaccine is identical to the one your GP surgery gives. Yet millions of pensioners still wait weeks for a surgery appointment, clogging up the system for something the pharmacy handles in 5 minutes flat. Some pharmacies even offer the jab in evenings or on weekends. Your pharmacist can also check whether you are eligible for the pneumonia or shingles vaccine and administer those too. One trip, multiple vaccinations, no fuss. Number 21. The brown bag medication review. Here is a trick that could genuinely save your life, and all it requires is a carrier bag. Gather up every medication you take: prescribed pills, over-the-counter tablets, vitamins, herbal supplements, that glucosamine your neighbor swore by. Put them all in a bag. Walk into your pharmacy and ask for a medication review. The pharmacist will go through every single item, checking for dangerous interactions, duplicate ingredients, expired medicines and tablets you might not even need anymore. This is free. It is part of the pharmacist's role. And for pensioners taking 5 or more medications, which is common, the risk of harmful interactions increases dramatically. That ibuprofen you bought for your knee might be clashing with your blood pressure tablets. That St. John's wort could be reducing the effectiveness of your heart medication. The pharmacist spots these things because that is literally what they trained for. GPs prescribe, pharmacists check. Yet most people never take advantage of this service. They assume the GP has it all under control, but GPs see you for 10 minutes every few months. Your pharmacist sees your full medication picture every time you collect a prescription. Number 20. Generic medication requests. When your doctor writes a prescription, they can write either the brand name or the generic name of the drug. Branded and generic medications contain the same active ingredient in the same dose. They work identically, but the price difference can be enormous. Here is the bit that matters. If your prescription is written generically, the pharmacist dispenses whichever manufacturer's version they have in stock, which keeps costs down for the NHS and ensures you get your medication quickly without delays caused by specific brand shortages. For pensioners on free prescriptions, this might seem irrelevant, but it is not. When pharmacies face shortages of a specific branded product, your prescription can be delayed for days. Generic prescriptions give the pharmacist flexibility to supply an equivalent immediately. No waiting, no chasing, no missed doses. If you are ever told your medication is out of stock, ask the pharmacist whether a generic equivalent is available. 9 times out of 10, it is sitting right there on the shelf. Number 19. Emergency supply of medication. You have run out of blood pressure tablets on a Friday evening. The GP surgery is closed until Monday. You are going on holiday tomorrow. Most people panic. But pharmacists have the legal authority to provide an emergency supply of most prescription medications without a new prescription from your doctor. This is not widely advertised, and most pensioners have no idea it exists. The pharmacist needs to be satisfied that you have been prescribed the medication before, that it is a genuine emergency, and that you cannot reasonably obtain a prescription in time. For most regular medications, this is straightforward. They check their records, confirm your history, and supply enough to tide you over. There may be a small charge for the medication itself, but if you are over 60 in England, it is still free on the NHS. This single trick has prevented thousands of hospital admissions caused by missed doses of critical medications. Yet the number of pensioners who have sat at home over a bank holiday weekend without their heart tablets, not knowing the pharmacist 2 streets away could have helped, is frankly heartbreaking. First pattern break, the quiet revolution behind the counter. Here is where things shift. Everything listed so far involves you walking in and asking. But the pharmacy world has changed more in the past 5 years than in the previous 50. That white-coated professional behind the counter now has powers your grandmother's chemist could never have imagined. Independent prescribing rights mean qualified pharmacists can diagnose and prescribe for certain conditions without involving a GP at all. Blood pressure checks, cholesterol monitoring, contraception consultations, all happening in the back room of your local Boots while you wait for your prescription. The NHS is deliberately moving care out of overcrowded surgeries and into pharmacies because it works. There are more pharmacies in Britain than there are GP surgeries. Yet pensioners, the group who would benefit most, are the least likely to use these services. Number 17. Free blood pressure checks. Every community pharmacy in England is now commissioned to offer free NHS blood pressure checks to adults over 40. No appointment needed in most cases. Walk in, sit down, get checked, walk out. If the reading is high, the pharmacist can refer you for further monitoring, sometimes fitting you with a 24-hour ambulatory monitor right there. High blood pressure is the silent killer. It has no symptoms until it causes a stroke or heart attack. 1 in 4 adults in the UK has it, and among pensioners, that figure rises to nearly 1 in 2. Yet millions go undiagnosed because they feel fine and cannot get a GP appointment for a routine check. Your pharmacy solves this problem in 5 minutes. Some pharmacies even have private consultation rooms where the check is done in complete comfort. The reading is recorded, shared with your GP electronically, and flagged if action is needed. This single service, available on every high street in the country, could prevent thousands of strokes a year. Yet most pensioners walk past the pharmacy and straight to the surgery, adding their name to a waiting list for something they could get today. Number 16. Monitored dosage systems. If you or someone you care for takes multiple medications at different times of the day, the pharmacy can prepare a monitored dosage system, sometimes called a blister pack or dosette box. Each dose is individually sealed in a compartment marked with the day and time. Morning tablets in one section, lunchtime in another, evening, bedtime, all pre-sorted, pre-checked and ready to go. This service is free from most pharmacies, and it has transformed medication management for pensioners living alone. No more rattling through 5 different boxes trying to remember which tablet goes when. No more accidentally doubling up on Wednesday's dose because you cannot remember if you took Tuesday's. The pharmacist prepares the tray each week, cross-checking every medication for interactions and correct dosages. For families worried about elderly parents managing complex medication regimes, this is peace of mind in a plastic tray. Yet the number of pensioners who struggle daily with their tablets, not knowing this service exists, runs into the hundreds of thousands. Number 15. Prescription delivery services. Most community pharmacies offer free prescription delivery to your home. You do not need to be housebound. You do not need a doctor's note. You simply ask. The pharmacy collects your prescription electronically from the GP, dispenses it, and delivers it to your front door. For pensioners with mobility issues, those recovering from surgery, or anyone who finds the trip difficult in winter, this removes a genuine barrier to staying well. Some pharmacies deliver weekly. The medication arrives checked, bagged, and labeled. All you do is open the door. In rural areas, where the nearest pharmacy might be a bus ride away, this service is essential. Yet pride, habit, or simple ignorance means thousands of pensioners make painful journeys to collect tablets that could be brought to them for nothing. Number 14. Disposing of old medications safely. That drawer in the kitchen, you know the one. Full of half-used blister packs, expired cough syrup, leftover antibiotics from 2019, and painkillers you cannot remember buying. Every pharmacy in Britain will take back unwanted or expired medications for safe disposal. Free of charge, no questions asked. Expired medications can lose their effectiveness or become chemically unstable. Leftover painkillers left in accessible drawers pose risks to grandchildren and visitors. And flushing tablets down the toilet contaminates water supplies. The pharmacist takes them and ensures they are incinerated safely. A 10-minute clear-out of your medicine cupboard, followed by a 5-minute trip to the chemist, removes genuine hazards from your home. Second pattern break, the consultation room nobody uses. Walk into any modern pharmacy and you will see a door marked private or consultation room. Behind that door is a soundproofed room with a qualified healthcare professional ready to talk. Yet that room sits empty for most of the day. Pensioners queue at the counter, whisper their embarrassing questions over the noise of the shop floor, and leave without the help they needed because they did not want the whole queue hearing about their bladder problem. The consultation room exists precisely for this. Incontinence advice, skin conditions you would rather not display at the counter, mental health concerns, stoma care queries. All of these conversations can happen privately, at length, with a pharmacist who has time to listen. Unlike the GP, who is watching the clock from the moment you sit down, the pharmacist in that consultation room is there for you. Ask for a private consultation next time. You will be astonished at the difference. Number 12. NHS hearing aid batteries for free. If you wear NHS hearing aids, your pharmacy can supply replacement batteries at no cost. Many pensioners do not know this and either pay for batteries at supermarkets or make unnecessary trips back to the hospital audiology department. Your local pharmacy stocks the standard NHS battery sizes. Walk in, ask, walk out with a fresh pack. No appointment, no prescription, no charge. For pensioners relying on hearing aids daily, and that includes over 2 million people in the UK, this small piece of knowledge removes a recurring hassle that nobody ever explained to them. Number 11. The new medicine service. When you are prescribed a new medication for the first time, your pharmacist can enroll you in the NHS new medicine service. This means they will check in with you after 2 weeks and again after 4 weeks to see how you are getting on. Are you experiencing side effects? Are you remembering to take it? Is it actually working? This structured follow-up catches problems early. Studies showed that nearly half of people prescribed a new long-term medication stop taking it within the first year, often because of side effects they assumed they had to tolerate or confusion about how to take it properly. The new medicine service exists to prevent exactly this. Your pharmacist calls you, asks the right questions, and can liaise with your GP to adjust the prescription if needed. All free. All part of the service. Yet most pensioners collect their new tablets, go home, and muddle through alone, not knowing someone was ready to help them through those crucial first weeks. Number 10. Travel health consultations. Planning a holiday abroad? Before you pay a private travel clinic £50 for a consultation, check your pharmacy. Many high street pharmacies now offer travel health services, including advice on vaccinations, malaria tablets, and destination-specific health risks. Some vaccinations, like hepatitis A and typhoid, are available free on the NHS through your pharmacy. Others are charged at cost, still significantly cheaper than a private clinic. The pharmacist can also advise on managing existing medications across time zones, which matters enormously for pensioners on blood thinners, insulin, or heart medication. Do you take your evening tablet at British time or local time? How do you store insulin in hot climates? These are questions your GP rarely has time to address. Your pharmacist does. Number 9. Smoking cessation support. It is never too late to stop smoking, and your pharmacy offers free NHS smoking cessation programs that are more effective than going cold turkey alone. Pensioners who assume the damage is already done are wrong. Research consistently shows that quitting at 60, 65, even 70 still significantly reduces the risk of heart attack, stroke, and lung disease. Your pharmacist can prescribe nicotine replacement therapy, provide behavioral support, and monitor your progress over weeks. The program is structured, evidence-based, and completely free. You do not need a GP referral. Walk in and say you want to quit. That is it. The success rate for pharmacy-supported quit attempts is significantly higher than going it alone. Yet most pensioners either assume they need a doctor to start the process or believe the pharmacy only sells nicotine patches without support. Number 8. Checking for vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D deficiency is epidemic among British pensioners. Limited sunlight for 6 months of the year, reduced ability to synthesize vitamin D through aging skin, and less time spent outdoors all contribute. The NHS recommends that everyone over 65 takes a daily vitamin D supplement, yet most do not. Your pharmacist can advise on the correct dose, and whether your existing medications might interfere with absorption. More importantly, the pharmacist can spot the signs, bone pain, muscle weakness, fatigue, that you might be attributing to simply getting older when they are actually a correctable deficiency. A bottle of vitamin D tablets costs less than £3 and lasts months. That conversation at the pharmacy counter could be the difference between steady feet and a broken hip. Number 7. Pharmacist-led chronic disease reviews. This is the one the NHS does not shout about. In many areas, pharmacists now conduct structured reviews for chronic conditions including asthma, COPD, hypertension, and type 2 diabetes. They check your inhaler technique, review your blood pressure readings, assess whether your medication is still appropriate, and adjust treatment where necessary. These reviews are thorough, often more detailed than a rushed GP consultation, and available without the weeks-long wait. For pensioners managing multiple long-term conditions, this means consistent, regular monitoring from a professional who sees you every month when you collect your prescriptions anyway. The pharmacist already knows your medication history better than anyone. They see what you are actually taking, not just what was prescribed. This matters, because the gap between what the GP thinks you are taking and what you are actually taking can be dangerously wide. Number 6. Needle and sharps disposal. Pensioners who inject insulin, blood thinners, or other medications at home often accumulate used needles without knowing how to dispose of them safely. Your pharmacy provides free sharps bins and will swap full ones for empty ones at no cost. You do not need to arrange special council collections. Simply bring the sealed bin to the pharmacy. They handle the rest. Improper disposal of sharps poses real risks to binmen, carers, and anyone who handles your household waste. One trip to the pharmacy, one exchange, and the problem is solved. Yet the number of pensioners who had been wrapping used needles in kitchen roll for years is far higher than anyone wants to admit. Number 5. Substance-free pain management advice. Chronic pain is the daily companion of millions of pensioners, and the reflex is to reach for tablets. But your pharmacist can advise on non-pharmaceutical approaches that work alongside or even replace medication. Heat therapy, compression supports, topical gels, TENS machines, and postural advice all fall within the pharmacist's knowledge. They can also identify when over-the-counter painkillers are being overused, which is a genuine problem among pensioners who have been buying ibuprofen and codeine products for years without realizing the long-term risks. Ibuprofen with blood pressure medication is a dangerous combination that millions of pensioners take without thinking. Codeine products bought over the counter can cause dependency so gradually that you do not notice until stopping becomes genuinely difficult. Your pharmacist sees these patterns. They know what you are buying. And if you ask, they will tell you the truth that the packet does not. Number 4. Palliative care medication access. For families caring for terminally ill loved ones at home, pharmacies designated as palliative care stockists hold essential end-of-life medications at all times, including evenings and weekends. These include pain relief, anti-nausea drugs, and sedatives that may be needed urgently. Knowing which pharmacy near you is a palliative care stockist before the crisis hits can prevent hours of desperate phone calls at 3 in the morning. Your district nurse or GP can tell you which pharmacies hold this status. This is not something anyone wants to think about. But knowing it exists, knowing that relief is 10 minutes away rather than an ambulance ride and a hospital wait, provides comfort when comfort matters most. Third pattern break. Why nobody told you any of this? Here is the uncomfortable truth. Pharmacies earn most of their income from dispensing prescriptions. Every additional service, every consultation, every blood pressure check is funded at a fraction of the rate. The system does not incentivize pharmacists to spend 30 minutes with you when they could be processing the next bag of tablets. Yet the pharmacists themselves want to help. They trained for 4 years. They know more about drug interactions than most GPs. The bottleneck is not knowledge, it is awareness. You have to ask. Number 3. Electronic repeat dispensing. If you take regular long-term medication, your GP can set up electronic repeat dispensing, sometimes called ERD. This means the pharmacy automatically prepares your medication each month without you needing to request it from the surgery every time. No more phoning the GP for repeats. No more waiting 48 hours for the prescription to be processed. No more running out because you forgot to reorder. The pharmacy prepares your medication on a rolling cycle, and it is ready for you to collect or have delivered on the same date each month. This is particularly valuable for pensioners managing multiple prescriptions who find the repeat ordering process confusing, or who have missed doses because the repeat was not ready in time. Ask your GP to set this up. Ask your pharmacist to confirm it is running. Once it is in place, one entire layer of administrative hassle disappears from your life. Number 2, the pharmacy care record. Your pharmacist now has access to your shared care record, a digital summary of your GP notes, hospital letters, allergies, and current prescriptions. This means when you walk into the pharmacy, the pharmacist can see your full medical picture, not just the prescription in their hand. If a hospital changed your medication after a recent stay and your GP has not updated the prescription yet, the pharmacist can spot the discrepancy. If 2 different doctors prescribe drugs that interact badly, the pharmacist catches it. This joined-up approach is new, powerful, and drastically underused. Pensioners who assume the pharmacist only knows about the prescription in front of them are operating on outdated information. Your pharmacist can now see the bigger picture, and that bigger picture saves lives. Number 1. The pharmacist is your most accessible healthcare professional. This is not a trick. It is a fact that changes everything once you truly understand it. There are over 11,500 community pharmacies in England alone. Most are open 6 days a week, many open 7. No appointment needed, no phone queue at 8 in the morning, no 2-week wait. The pharmacist is right there, every day. And they can do more for you than you have ever been told. Blood pressure monitoring, medication reviews, vaccinations, emergency prescriptions, chronic disease management, smoking cessation, travel health, private consultations for problems you do not want to discuss over a counter. All of it, on your high street. The pensioners who know this stay healthier, wait less, and spend less. The pensioners who do not are still battling the GP phone line every Monday morning. Now you know. Here is my challenge. Walk into your pharmacy this week. Not for a prescription, for a conversation. Ask about one service on this list. The blood pressure check, the medication review, the new medicine service. Just one. See what happens. Then come back and tell me if your pharmacist knew more than you expected. Share which trick surprised you most in the comments. And if your nan is still paying for prescriptions she should be getting free, send her this video today. These are not secrets because they are hidden. They are secrets because nobody thought to tell you. Now you know.